Welcome back to another live session on Wednesday. As picking up the week from today, we'll see that the market slowly picking up from the place where it was currently. Quite a few instruments currently trending, including gold, and we have seen that after the previous sessions, gold, we can see the price slowly trying to build up the pressure again. And let's see that what kind of trading opportunity you might see this session on gold, as well as we will be looking at some important currency pairs such as dollar yen, euro dollar, and such as DXY. So beginning with, first of all, gold on Xauusd to see what kind of trading opportunity we have in this instrument at the moment. And as this market is trending here, we can look for possible entry opportunity. As we can see that gold was in a sharp downtrend, this market is trending. So let's look at, first of all, a bigger picture perspective. I'm going to look at here bigger picture. That means that we will be looking the multi-time frame analysis, looking at the monthly chart on gold, and then slowly we will be looking at the lower time frame to see potential entry opportunity, looking at the monthly to see that where gold is possibly to be heading. Now from the monthly chart on gold, we can see that the market has got the rejection from this high here, from this monthly resistance, and we can see the market also form a series of higher low here from the monthly support level here. And with this monthly move on gold, we can see from this high it got the rejection, and from this low it created a higher low here on the monthly perspective. And as the market is getting the rejection from the high, what we can expect on gold for the price to potentially return back again to this monthly support level, and we might see the market potentially to remain bearish here. What I think, as there is a rejection from the top, we can expect the price to come back here to test this support here. Now if you look at the weekly here, what we can see from the weekly, this is the weekly bearish engulfer, which is pretty massive bearish engulfer on the weekly, followed by this week. So far we have seen the market has moved up, created this high here from the weekly, and from that level the price rejected back below here in that direction. So that being said, from the weekly time frame, expecting gold to potentially drop down further here to create a new lower low. Looking at the daily, now daily price action on gold, we can see the market is maintaining that series of lower high here, and with this series of lower high formation on gold, which is pretty sharp series of lower high, sharp bearish engulfer, followed by another bearish engulfer, followed by another bearish doji. So we can see that in this market it is creating a bearish channel. Now this is where I pay the most attention, especially if you look at the daily chart. The market is on a bearish channel. If you look at here, you can see that it's a bear market, which is showing that the market potentially trending back down below here, where also we can see the market has created another channel in this area, which is also showing that the price in a bearish channel. Now this channel, if you guys look at, can potentially break below here. So it's a long-term downtrend, and with this long-term downtrend, expecting that gold to possibly to break below further to create a new lower low in this market. That being said, we can expect from the daily as well gold to drop back below further to create a new lower low. So looking at the 4-hour chart, guys, you can see that this is the intraday move. We have seen yesterday there was a break of structure here again. The market has broken from this swing low and created a new lower low in this market. And with this new lower low on gold, currently we see the price created a new lower low currently on a pullback on the 4-hour, and this is the current 4-hour move from this level to this level, pull back to the upside, expecting the market to potentially trend back down here to create a new lower low. So that being said, on gold, we can expect for the market to remain bearish here. So we see that this is a resistance line here where there is a series of lower high, and with this series of lower high, the market is trending, and with this trend expecting the price to reject back again to create a new lower low. So looking at here, I'm looking at the lower time frame now for a possible entry. We can see that the market here in this lower time frame is still trying to turn to a bull market on the 15 minutes, and on the 5-minute chart we can see that it's currently showing that potentially 30 minutes the market structure just been turned to a bull market here. Now, bull market on the lower time frame perspective, here we need to keep in mind, guys, is that the key here is to look for a market that is having a trend aligning with the bigger picture. That means that long-term direction of the trend. I hope that you are enjoying the live session, guys. If you can see the live is streaming well, say yes in the live chat, as expecting the market today to give us significant opportunity. As like yesterday, we had a very successful session on both on London and NY session, and today also looking forward to see some better trading opportunity coming in the market. Now, when we are entering into the trade, as I mentioned earlier, here key goal is to look for a very good entry opportunity where we can enter the trade with proper risk management and then holding the trade for bigger profit target. And here is the move that you can see from this level. This is an important support. The market has made its move. Currently, we see the price on a pullback, and with this pullback, expecting for the price to come back here to test this support and possibly to revert back again or coming back down. So let's keep eye on the intraday. That means the 4-hour time frame here. Though we see there is a breakdown here, now it's on a pullback on the 4-hour time frame, and we see that couple of sessions low and high has been created. So this is the sessions low, which we see that this is in an uptrend at the moment, and this is the sessions high. Though we see the market in an uptrend, anytime it's coming back below this level could give a short-term bullish entry if we see the market is showing that. Though we see there is a downtrend here, we can see the market has broken back below this support level. As one important thing that we can look at in this channel, that the market has recently broken from this support level. Therefore, it is also possible for the market to go ahead to cross any of these daily high, which possible to see the market to retest that any of this daily high here. And if the market is going to do that, that means with this 4-hour move, also we will be looking to a great sale opportunity later today as FOMC meeting minutes coming. And if we look at the calendar, the market is in fact in a very, very important zone here at the moment in terms of timing. So if you look at here, you can see that this is where coming up later FOMC meeting minutes, and with this FOMC meeting minutes, the market will be pretty volatile, and we would like to trade based on that volatility coming up. We see that FOMC meeting minutes coming up, and on euro tomorrow, also GBP, euro, dollar, quite a few high impact news. Along with gold, also we'll be looking at the currency pairs. Before we look at the currency pairs, let's review the DXY chart, how the market is potentially be doing here. Looking at here on DXY, we can see that the market on DXY, looking at the daily chart on DXY, which is, if we look at here, you can see that this is DXY from the daily time frame. Looking at the monthly, first of all, I'm going to do analysis on DXY, because when we're doing the analysis on DXY along with gold, also we'll be able to understand, we'll be able to find a better understanding of the overall the market on euro, dollar, British pound, US dollar, dollar, yen, all of them, how they might be behaving in this session. Are you guys ready? Say yes in the live chat for multiple trades to be entered as soon as it appears in the market. So let's look at here on DXY. We can see that DXY, here is the move. Okay, are you guys looking at any currency or gold only? You can share your thought, or you want me to see the Gbpjpy, where Gbpjpy is also showing a potential move. We see there is a breakup structure here as well. And do you prefer yen pair or dollar pair along with gold, or only gold that you want to see at the moment? So share your thought and opinion, so you know that majority of them which instrument you want to look at. Say gold in the live chat if you want gold to be analyzed, and look for trade setup. Okay, Sandeep, gold. So anyone else on the gold? Okay, gold, Malia, GBPUSD, NZDUSD. Okay, so we got some new currency pairs. Anyone on GBPUSD or NZDUSD? Yes, there is a news coming on NZDUSD. Dollar CAD as well. Okay, all right, so dollar CAD as well. Cool. Anyone? GBPUSD. Hello sir, gold please. Okay, so you see gold and GBPUSD. So I'm going to keep those in the chart, British pound, US dollar, and on gold. So GBPUSD, currently we see that there is a pullback. So basically DXY is a mirror of GBPUSD. So we are looking at GBPUSD. That will give us an understanding. From the daily 20 EMA, we see that British pound, US dollar getting some rejection here, and that rejection that we can see on British pound, US dollar, USD, Gbpusd. Welcome, awesome, thank you. Okay, so here is what you can see, that British pound, US dollar is breaking from the trend here. Okay, so you can see that Gbpusd is breaking out of the trend. And if you look at daily trend is up here on Gbpusd. 4 hour you can see in a downtrend. So there is a directional contradiction on Gbpusd on the 4 hour and daily. So always higher time frame trend is most highly likely to happen. So from this daily 20 EMA, we can see Gbpusd is getting some rejection back here on this instrument. So if you look at also the 15 minutes on Gbpusd, on the 4 hour it's bearish, on the 15 minutes showing it's bullish. Also there is a mixed up in multi-time frame confirmation in terms of trending. So from that perspective, as 4 hour trend is down and daily trend is slowly trying to build the pressure from this support, and we see that there is a daily series of lower high here. Okay, so with this daily series of lower high, as the market is reaching that daily resistance, today's level on Gbpusd will be, if the price is going to hit that key resistance line from this level, we can look for short-term sell opportunity. Now the levels for Gbpusd to look for here is 1.3530 level, and that's the previous daily high here. Okay, so you can see that there is a series of, if you look at here, you can see this Gbpusd series of lower high, right? So once the market managed to break that series of lower high, also there is a liquidity zone. That's where we will be able to find potential selling opportunity on Gbpusd, because it's currently You can see in the 4-hour time frame we saw the downtrend, and now it's going up with this breakout structure. So the levels that we will be looking at Gbpusd for potential sell is 1.353031 level. So that's the optimal level that I will be looking for potential sell on the lower time frame for this possible drop back below if we want to trade Gbpusd later today, as FOMC coming tomorrow, GBP news coming. If you look at Euro news coming, that's gonna be pretty volatile, Euro dollar and British pound US dollar, and this is a reflection of that. The market may move up for a deeper pullback before it reject back again. So we want to see a complete breakup structure here in Gbpusd. If you look at the 4-hour time frame that I'm looking at, it's a series of lower high. From here, if you look at, it's a series of lower high, and in this series of lower high, when you look at this market, it's a sharp trend where the market is maintaining that series of lower high, and as this is in a series of lower high, we can expect for the market to go ahead, break that series of lower high, break that series of lower high, and then to start to trend in that direction to create a new lower low in this market. So we are looking at on British pound US dollar, this level is high liquidity, and as the sellers who are interested to sell from this level, and there's a lot of stop loss in that area on Gbpjpy, just looking to see the market is potentially giving us that entry opportunity. That being said, on Gbpusd we are looking for this level for entry, and we'll keep that on chart here. Let's look at on gold here on lower time frame. What we can see on gold, this is where, coming back to the gold 4-hour and daily, these are two significant time frame. Now let me delete all those levels again. We'll be refreshing the chart always. That's the best way to trade, because when you refresh the chart always, especially when you're trading on the lower time frame, it's very good to see the market completely from the fresh perspective. Now here you can see that this is series of lower high here, and with this series of lower high, if you look at, you can see this is a market that is trending, and with a series of lower high here, the market maintaining that downtrend. We see that whenever the market is going up, there is a sharp rejection with a stronger drop followed by a correction, and then another rejection followed by another correction, and the rejection followed by another correction here. And that correction that you can see on Xauusd, what we can see, the market is trying to push back here to break any of this series of lower high. This is the secret of finding an important level when we are trading, right? That's what I always mention to the members all the time. Guys, if you really want to find a level, a zone where you can trade with confidence, trade with high probability, always look for, the first step is to look for the trend. Look for the trend, wait for the trend to show up. When the market is maintaining that series of lower high, when the market is trending, you have a higher probability to enter from the direction of the trend. So that being said, what we can see here in this market, this is where there is a series of lower high here, and with this series of lower high, what you can see, a big drop, pull back to the upside, and the drop, pull back to the upside. So this is the trend line the market was maintaining. Okay, so with that trend line the market was maintaining, and with this move, expecting the market to potentially drop back below here to the downside. So therefore, at the moment, at this time, if we look at the lower time frame, the 4-hour here, we can see that after this drop, it's now trying to push back up for a pullback, and this 4-hour price action is quite important, as it's two-way probability at the moment on this 4-hour time frame. One is this candle to act as a pullback and bearish move. The other is to have a bounce to the upside. And to sell this market, we need to see 4-hour confirmation. But to buy for short term, we can look for the sessions low here. This is the sessions low. As we are trading on the lower time frame, both directional trade possible for today in this market, as it may show up to go back up to this level, or we could see the market to potentially continue to trend here. So let's see now on the 15-minute chart here. Now 15 minutes here, it's maintaining this local uptrending market structure here. And with this local uptrend on the 15 minutes, what we can see the market here, a big move, pullback, another move, pullback, another move. The market is maintaining here. We can see it's that series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market structure. So that being said, what we can expect for the market to push back here, possibly to this 4-hour level where there is a high liquidity. And with that move that you can see the market, this is resistance, where 4-hour resistance, so there is a liquidity, and expecting it to push back here to grab the liquidity drop. It's a big move. I know it's possible today, or we could see that trend continuation. That we will be able to know now from the potential on the lower time frame that they're looking at for possible entry in this market. Here's some of the lower time frame support level. On the 5 minutes, we can see the market is currently in an here completely broken above from this level. If you look at here, you can see in the past the market in fact acted here as a significant where there is a 30-minute support has been tested, 1-hour support has been tested, and the market rejected back above from this level. So now at the moment, what we can see on gold is this market to it's showing that local bullish market. This is the sessions high. So we will be buying or selling will be determined by the directional bias here in this market. So this is the current level here, the support level. If the price break that support in a certain way, we will be looking for going long locally. If the market reach there, got rejection and form and complete inverted head and shoulder or a stronger reversal pattern, we will be looking for this market to sell. Now this is what I call the uncertainty, right? There is a famous a principle in physics called the uncertainty principle, right? When you remain uncertain, that's where it's open for you to open any trade in any direction whenever it appears, because the best way to predict the future is not to predict it, right? Because you don't know what's gonna come up. But when you prepared, you know that in what situation you wait for an entry, that's where you started to become a better trader. Let me tell you what it is, guys. That's gonna blow your mind, okay? And it's gonna prevent blowing your account. So if you look at a level, for example, this is the current session's low, right? And when the market testing that current session low, it's a support level, because from this support there is a bounce. Now to enter any trade from that area, from that level, to enter any position, we need to see the market has dropped to this level, right? And more often I get this question, coach, should we buy from that level or should we sell from this level? Now, to enter a trade from this level, we need to see the market first has come to that level. Now, how the market or the price has come to that level and how the market reacted to that level will determine either you should be buying or selling. Is that clear? Say yes in the live chat if that clear to you. Because there are many ways the price can hit that level. Okay, it may come with one single candle like that, dropping to the level and close back here. That's a buy candle. It may come with multiple false breakout like that with a trend and then has dropped here and then another liquidity candle. That's a sell opportunity. You see, this is how the market reacted will determine how we will be reacting to that level. By sessions low, do you mean London session low that started 44 minutes ago? No, the sessions low is the intraday, the 4 hours. So far, because each session will have a 4-hour candle, right? You'll see that the daily candle open and there will be Sydney session, and then once the Sydney session started, there will be a 4-hour candle close, and then there will be Tokyo session, there will be another close, and then there will be London session, there will be another close, and then NY session another close, and end of the London and NY session another close. So each session has a 4-hour candle. It's a 4-hour session, right? And sessions low means that current 4-hour low, though it is still almost halfway to go for this candle. The older the candle is better, especially the sessions low, sessions high is very convenient when you are looking at the candlestick pattern at almost at 2/3 of its candle age. So what do I mean by this? If a 4-hour candle moved in the first 3 hours in one direction, returned back again in the next hour, and then it is still remaining an hour to close the candle, but the price on a important support where the market is in an uptrend, that is where the probability always align the multiple time frame. Yesterday also we discussed that. That's the secret of becoming a better trader. Align with the multiple time frame. That means bigger trend, which way it is heading. Is it coming to a longer direction of the trend, or it is just the lower time frame? Because when you align both time frame, higher time frame and the lower time frame, your probability increases way more than you expected. That's being said, let's look at here on Xauusd. You can see it's pushing back here and potentially to move back up further, and from the daily it's approaching that level, and from the daily you see there's a crossover of 10 and 20 MA, and it's a downtrend on the daily and 4-hour also downtrend. So if this 4-hour move directly hit that 3345 today, which we might see, that's gonna be a big selling opportunity for this market to take on. And in the meantime, any drop here with a stronger rejection, we can look for buying for this move. And what I think that gold may possibly go back up for a deeper pullback here. Yes, welcome. So the line you have drawn, the current high and low. Yes, correct. This is based on the 4-hour. So this level, it's a intraday support. So intraday support and this is intraday resistance. Now, the first decision that you need to make is, will you be trading in the direction of from this support to the upside, or we will be selling from this high? Will determine by the price action. As you can see, the trend here is showing an uptrend. So looking at the 15 minutes here, you can see that this is current previous support here on the 15 minutes, and that support, if you look at here, you can see it's an important level of support, and expecting the market now to potentially break that low and then to give us an entry. The current buying level that we will be looking at is 3321, as long as it hit in a certain way. This is what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago, that it's not only the level. We never buy or sell from a level blindly, but to wait for the market to show or to present itself in a way that it's understandable. Because trading in this modern time, guys, this will blow your mind. As I mentioned, this will open your eyes. If you go back to 100 years or maybe earlier, then you'll see that trading happens in the shop or in the stock exchange, where people used to gather and there together buy or sell. So when you are in a market environment, right? When you are market environment, you know the buyer, you know their psychology, you can talk to them. So you have an understanding of the environment. You know that which way the market is heading, how the buyers, sellers are thinking today. But in this modern time, you are alone in your chart and all the candlestick pattern. But to find out that information, what the buyers and sellers are thinking and which way the market is heading, is a task for a trader. The smartest way to trade is to see the information on the chart, because there is always something that you can spot in the chart. You can spot how the market is reacting to certain level. So that means here more of you need an intellectual curiosity to become a better trader, rather than talking to your buyer or seller, because in fact it's impossible, right? You don't know who is buying your order, who is taking on the other side your order. But once you can read those chart patterns, it becomes much easier for you to trade based on that. If so, it goes to the 4-hour low and close below it, do we then go for a sell instead of buy? So can you please check Gbpjpy? Okay, that's another critical question, right? So there is a myth of candle close. Keep in mind, guys, there's a myth of candle close, is that if the candle close below, then you go buy or sell, right? So let's look at here some of the candle close trade. So you can see that this is 15-minute chart and it's a falling market. One big green candle closed above. So when the candle closed above, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy, because candle closed, just to see that it in fact dropped a lot, right? It might be here. And In the same way, we see it dropped a lot. You might be putting stop loss well below, but you see that happens over and over again. So the candle close will never give you an information either the market to go back below or to go up. The only way, the high probability trade setup that you can find when you look at that key level is being hit by ATR. So you see that ATR is very important. How the level is being hit by? Was there any pullback in that move? Because when the fake move happen, it moves with in a certain way. For example, this level that you can see 3221 can be hit in two ways. One is like this. So let me draw two possible scenario. Okay, like this, red candle, not green, red candle, and then the other one like this, and the other one like that, the other one like this. Okay, this is one scenario. The other scenario can be like that. One candle start from here, drop to that level, and then close like that, or even close below even. Okay, one like this. So this is one scenario. This is next scenario. This is where you need to look at. And then once you see that potentiality, just trade from the level with a proper stop loss and risk management, and let the rest to go itself. So when you can align this situation, now when you are buying from here in those situations, also look at the higher time frame trend. That means if you are doing it on 15 minutes, look at the daily 4 hour. And when you see the aligning with the bigger trend, along with the lower time frame support and resistance, with the ATR, keep doing it, keep repeating it. No one can make you a losing trader, no one, with a proper risk management plan. That's the secret, right? And that's the information that you need to be profitable trader. Okay, let's look at now here. Now, the more choosy you become, the more picky you become, the better you are a trader. Keep in mind. Look for the most important level. And again, when it is too important, also too much attention in that level, and can also have more false breakout. So you need to keep in, always check that when it is a very highly important level, wait, be patient for the market to show proper directional bias, to make a couple of false break out of false breakdown on that level. So false breakout means that like that the market will come, will go back up, again will come back, will go back up. So, and finally you see the market will pick up from that level, and that's where the entry. So let's see here now. If you look at here, you can see the market. This is the 15 minutes price action, 4 hour support level. And so you can see here, it's trying to break below here. Now, if it is forming a reversal pattern, it is still possible to be like that because it's a long-term downtrend. So we are not committing ourselves to buy from here. Instead, we will be looking for the price action confirmation for a potential buy. To sell, what we need, if we see that rejection and then the market changes trend with a reversal pattern, instead of coming with one single move, it may form a reversal pattern here, such as a double top, an inverted head and shoulder, and then to drop and then continue to move like that. That's where we could see the market is in a downtrend. If the market changes the trend, changes the direction here, then for us to sell, we will not look for candle closed here. We will be looking for potentially a change of market sentiment. That's what the key here, change of sentiment. That means an uptrend, a bull market turn to bear market. How do you know that a bull market turn to bear market? Once you see that here the market 10 and 20 may cross over from each other, and also it is creating series of lower high and lower low, and done in a false breakout, still rejecting back below, established downtrend. Always better not to trade the reversal pattern, rather to trade in a trend. Okay, it is better to go for the direction of the trend rather than guessing there will be a change of trend. So can you please check Gbpjpy and suggest? Yes, we are looking at British pound US dollar. We can see there is a bounce here on the lower time frame, waiting for this market to potentially go back up to hit that daily level. 1.3531 is an important level that you can look for on Gbpusd for potential selling opportunity. I think the market may move back here on Gbpusd. So locally, we only could look for buy, but the sell area will be at 1.3531 level. Currently, we see that from this local trend, it's just pushing back again to the upside here. It got rejected from this weekly 10 EMA, and we might see some further move back to the upside here on British pound US dollar. Now looking at gold again, where slowly the price is building that pressure back below. From the intraday, from the 4-hour perspective here, this is an important support level, as we mentioned. But at the same time, if this 4-hour candle closing as a doji, which is still 2 hours to go, we might see the market even coming back below again. So depending on how the price action will be forming, we will be looking for entry. So here is slowly trying to drop back below, and the 5 minutes support is here. So do you get the direction of the trend from the 4-hour and daily charts only? No, direction of the trend will determine by your entry time frame and the higher time frame. Direction of the trend could be in the lower time frame. So if you are trading on the one-minute chart, then it is pointless to look at trend on 4-hour, even daily, or even in the 4-hour time frame. Depending on what is your entry time frame. Depending on what is your entry time frame. If you are entering on 5 minutes, the higher time frame in generally would be 1 hour or 4 hour at max. preferably 1 hour is you have to have one time frame on the higher and one time frame entry to the lower. 15 minutes entry time frame, I would say 4 hour is the higher time frame. So for 15 minutes, 4 hour is the higher time frame. Because you might see the daily a little different trend. Now looking at here, we see the market is getting the rejection from this high. This price may try to revisit this support here. We might see the market to here to come back below here. And if we see enough confirmation, we will be looking for potentially buying. Let first the market to penetrate back below. Are you guys ready for an entry? Say yes in the live chat. Let's look at how our indicator is showing up here. So having a tool, as I mentioned earlier, it's always best idea is to trade with the trend. Now this indicator, if you guys have seen that, we discussed quite a few times about the so let's bring that up here on gold. Some of the trade that was showing according to our here in this current trend, you see the market didn't shift, the market didn't show up. Now this is one trade that is showing on the indicator for those who are using the SMC entry. Now as we discuss a lot about this kind of level from entering from an important level, which is that's how the smart money trade. And to trade like a smart money, you need to look at how the liquidity works. Now, the current developed indicator that I'm using, also many of the members already have got access to that, is yesterday also I got some question that how do you identify or how do you know when the market is grabbing the liquidity. Now, this is the most updated one. This tool directly is giving me entry and potential stop loss and potential take profit target. So this is automatically generated signal by this tool when the smart money is entering into the trade. That means when the candle closed. And if I look at some of the entry using this tool, it's a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio tool that we used based on the SMC strategy. Now, the most important part as with this tool is it uses the multiple time frame. Okay, so the tool directly considers the multiple time frame. That means if you look at here, let me quickly analyze this trade here. Now, you can see here when the market is entering or showing up that trade on the 5-minute chart, what we see, the market has printed a liquidity grab here. Okay, so this candle is the SMC candle. This is where the smart money has bought. This is an order block. In fact, if you look at here, you can see this is a complete order block, and from that order block there is a bounce, and as soon as the candle printed, the trade will show you, the tool will show you the potential entry, the stop loss below this candle, and 3-to-1 reward to risk. So the only thing that you need to make sure is that you are doing the risk management when you are using the tool. But before that tool, I would highly encourage you to first learn the strategy. I don't recommend you to use this tool without learning the strategy, because there is also a training session available with this tool, and this is the most updated development. This is one of my best strategies that I use years, currently available just as an indicator format, because with this indicator, as soon as candle close, it is showing me that stop loss here, take profit here, and entry here, because that's how we can implement the strategy directly without any confusion and doing the risk management. For those who are in the academy, already I have sent many access to you. The only thing that to access this tool, you need a free TradingView account, and you need to be the member in the academy, a premium member in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So for those who want to be a premium member in the Forex Trading Wizard Academy, this week we have a special offer to join so that you can learn and grow as a trader. Stay connected in the joining the free Telegram. Here you can find link below. Stay connected there so that you can get access to the recent promotion. There will be more information after the live session. You can look at here to find out how you can get access to this academy, to get access to this tool, as well as all the education that I am posting every day. So link given in the live chat for the free Telegram, where you can find more information how you can get access to the premium, to get access to this exclusive my strategy now directly formatted, directly built up a tool that can give me an entry, stop loss, and take profit considering all factors of the strategy, because it's sometimes difficult to remember the rules of the strategies, and that's where the best tool. And this is a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio trade. All of them it will show. You can increase your reward to risk if you like. Welcome. Thank you. Which tool is that, sir? This is smart money entry. So this tool will give you a trade alert whenever there is a liquidity grab in the market. So when the smart money grab liquidity, because there is a difference between how the smart money trade, how the retail trader trade is that smart money trades. To become a smart money trader, you need to guess where to enter. But as a retail trader, it's a big advantage, because when you are a retail trader, you know that there is a candle printed by smart money and you can enter based on that. And this is the tool that will give me alert whenever there is a smart money candle printed in the chart. So if you look at here, when the market is trending, you'll see that those move when smart money entering into the trade, because it will print a candlestick pattern that you can count on, and it can be, you can look at in any currency, any instrument, in any time frame. So if you look at the 15 minutes on dollar yen, you can see the sum of the trades by this tool, and those trade you can see whenever. So this entry from this candlestick pattern, this is a smart money entry. So let's look at the replay of the chart, and then it will be easy to you. You can see that this is a smart money entry. This candle printed based on the smart money liquidity graph, and just it also consider, as I mentioned earlier, all my strategy I consider the higher time frame and lower time frame, because this candle may not be an entry candle for me, because I need to see that higher time frame trend. For example, this 15 minutes trend. What is the 4-hour trend? You can see in the 4-hour also it is a bear market. You can see 20 MA above, 10 MA below, it's a completely bear market. 15 minutes, it's a bear market, and that's a good entry for me. And that's, in fact, it moved in that direction as soon as it shows that trade. And this tool can show you trade on 1 hour, can show you on 30 minutes, can show you on 15 minutes, can show you 1 hour, 4 hour, in any time frame. As long as you are doing the risk management, you are good to use that tool along with one simple training session. And even it can be used on crypto everywhere, because the fundamental way to trade the market is same for all. And I hope that that can change your trading completely when you started to look at the market like a smart money trader. And that's what every trader aim for, to trade like a smart money. So now on gold, we can see this is where the lower time frame, you can see, is trying to consolidate. Now, as I discussed earlier, this is a support. We might be able to find an entry, but at the same time, what you can see here from this support is not coming, the price is not coming with a one single impulse to that level. That means this move can be a reversal move or can be a sideways movement. So it's not an impressive move that we are looking for entry in this market. So we are waiting for this market now to break below further and then to potentially bounce or return. But if this price directly hit that level with one single move, we would look to buy. This is what I was discussing, and this is what this tool also is helping us to know, that in what situation we will be entering, what situation we will not be entering. What is your bias today on gold? Good day, gold. It's a long-term bear market. We see it's on a pullback. So the bigger bias is still bearish on gold. How do I access the tool? I can't see the premium group, sir. Okay, so to access the tool, you guys can join the free Telegram here. I'm giving the link, and there will be information how every post, if you guys follow the post on the Telegram educational post, you'll find the information how to join the premium. Or you can Alternatively, visit the website, but there are promotions currently to take the most dedicated trader in the premium group. So you can find link below this video, or I can share with you the Telegram. So you can stay connected to the Telegram, where you will find information on how to join the premium. So from free Telegram to upgrade it to premium, first join the free Telegram, and then you also can have chat with the admin to find out how to join the premium group, where you can get access to all the premium tools, including the best indicator. This is not an indicator, this is a strategy that gives me direct entry, stop loss, and take profit target from the market. And this tool is its 12th update, so it has been updated quite a few times. Now it's in its full potential. This is a smart money entry indicator. So whenever smart money entering the candle closed, I'm going to see a notification of this tool. And also it's gonna come with direct, you can set alarm on it, and it's gonna give you alert in your email. Let's keep that way. And I believe that way you guys also getting more updates every day. So that being said, it is another trading session, and coming up, I'm in profit in gold, selling at 3325. Okay, that's good to hear that. And you can see that this is the 10 4-hour chart here. The market is slowly here trying to show a bearish pattern, expecting that the market to trend back down here. Here, as we can see, the market slowly trying to break below and expecting the market to trend back down here. So what we can see here in this zone, if you guys look at slowly, the market is trying to build that pressure back below from this level. And with this move that we can see, as the market tested the 10 EMA, we can see the price slowly coming back below here to possibly break that low or creating a new lower low in this market. It may potentially drop back below further, or we may see that the market to return back again to the upside to create a new higher high. So for those who are in the premium group, you can just share your TradingView username to the admin, and admin can give you an access to the tool so that you can straight away start, along with one training session, one training video, 30 minutes, that will give you more information how to use the tool, so that you can start using it by yourself to get access to all the trade it is showing up. So now let's see on gold here. It's on an important level of support, 4-hour time frame. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see after this bullish candle, there is a 4-hour candle coming in 2 hours time. We see that this price currently getting rejection from the top. Now the long-term trend is bearish, so in this market directly buying will be a very difficult task until we see the price action is showing that. So that being said, if we see the stronger selling confirmation after a change of trend, we even can look for selling to this level today. Started the day, still we have quite a few hours to trade this market, and I believe you guys are enjoying this session, doing your best to trade the market. and keep trading, keep learning, growing as a trader with me every single day. I'm coming on live twice. Also, in just a matter of 3.5 hours, coming on live again to trade the market is coming up later. Today also FOMC meeting minutes. So pretty busy market, volatile, and I'll be there again looking at. We'll see you there trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy.